provavelmente não vai entrar ninguém mesmo na coisa, então foda-se. Senão tu vai ficar me ouvindo duas vezes. Tem que a qualidade no Facebook. Qual é o nome? Tem que a qualidade no YouTube não fica tão ruim, não. No YouTube. Vamos botar lá.
Here comes some slime.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Blade spared. Come on, can't stay idle. Another day, another fight. seen everything.
Forever dauntless. Please, mistress.
Have to keep going.
This is my time.
Ready.
Striking distance. Battle favors the fearless. It's taken care of.
always this same old song.
Onward.
Time to press ahead.
The blade will not bend. Coming through.
Orders. The straight path.
Pawn to cleric 4.
Light on my feet.
On the victor's path. Fleet of foot.
And I thought we were going to be friends. By your command. Another shapeshifter.
That'll have to do.
The real dribbles have better jokes.
You were seen vandalizing someone else's property. Now would be a good time to justify your actions. You've convinced them.
fucking shapeshifter. She'll try. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset. Me.
How high? Is it the earth beneath that crunches, or the bones within?
Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. It's a pleasure. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful dribbles impersonate when you run a plain-hopping circus of ragtags and ruffians. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? Ha! I can respect that. And you're in luck, because I am old, darling. Ancient. I have seen stars explode. Along the way, find my Dribbles. You won't be disappointed. That's the spirit. Good luck.
Refugees traveling on how many already stupid enough to leave camp.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? Wonderful, but I provide a personalised service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? killing holds no fear for you, does it? You understand what it takes and what it gives. One more question, if you'll humour me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? This weapon must be fit for every kill, even the ones you never think will come. So, answer me honestly. Could you kill one you loved? There's a killer inside you, isn't there? It wouldn't take much to push...
Still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. Oh, you could kill him. Let him close and make him feel the tickle of your blade between his ribs. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
All right. Ah, yeah. You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward. Is that so? You've got some evil twit. I'll tell you now. You'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you. You'd better knock some sense into that bloody thug before I do. Hard enough trying to make a bloody living without some moron cracking your skull for no good reason. I need a bloody drink. Go on! What do you want now?
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to... The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe. Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it.
It's locked. From the other side. I wonder where it leads.
These murderers, monsters, what hell's breaking loose?
Goodness me, that's...
Such a baby.
Situation stinks.
We'll find a way.
Guild robbers are usually decent enough. They take all the damn, but they leave your
Everything you read in the broadsheet. That so-called army is suddenly no
Said
more
to do
than
whatever it
goblins
takes.
and bugbears.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell?
That might be worth a look. Moment.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate.
What? No! I've had so little time!
Still standing, no matter what you heard. As I'm told.
Can't even catch my breath.
No holding back.
Hey, you! You're done, Richard, and sent it to wit.
go from here? I'll strike you down.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
So we should do nothing. Just wait for the next wave.
The hunter has nothing to say to you. He seems to have other things.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
Welcome, friend. You find us on a solemn day. We underestimated an enemy.
Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. A risk was taken. Unfortunately, it led to disaster.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine. We would not normally tolerate outsiders at a time like this. Nothing. For these are not normal times. There is doom in the air these days. But welcome news too. Word has reached me that the undying Ketheric Thorm is destroyed. And if whispered tales can be believed, he was defeated by one looking much like you. A fine trophy. Perhaps you would like to claim another. Baldur's Gate is haunted. For years, they took our...
We are monsters.
They tore... What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against it. May the gods...
There are so few of us left. Strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger than ever.
As long as we stand together, we can never.
Another defeat will wipe us out.
Emotion cloud our judgment, and it almost doomed us. We need strategy and cool heads. Should we two of the damage then, and the enemy vampires strike you.
And let the marshal all their strength again.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
This is front-page material.
Can't let you in.
Ah, are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? There was a skirmish a few days back. A band of absolutists came close to entering the city. People started panicking, so the gate got closed. My editor at the Balde's Mouth Gazette sent me down to get a first-hand account. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic steel watch keeping the mob at bay. Whether or not that's the truth or not. If you read the Balde's Mouth Gazette, it's an opinion you'll never hear. Lord Gortash makes sure of that. My editor, Mr. Needle, was a brilliant journalist. But recently, well, now he's got friends in high places. He seems more interested in keeping them happy. Seems like everything we write needs Gortash's approval. Can't recognise my own work by the time they're done editing. At the Gazette's print house. Though it's in the lower city, so you'll need to get past the gates first. Come to think of it, you might want to speak to him about that. Set the record straight. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make.
They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Fine. You're the one who took the beating.
The crying one weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. But few as good as Father Lorgan.
I've nothing against Father.
We let more outsiders in and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelnane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out? Exactly. Lorgan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some...
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Of exactly this. Exactly this.
I have all the evidence I need.
You don't even have the murder.
Those details.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. I suppose you're right. But the Crying One has much more on his plate than curse words, given what just happened here. Two people just died on temple grounds. Our High Priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder, and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning. The investigator won't change her mind without significant news. Chares's caress would be my best bet. Valeria never found... I really hope you...
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. Reckon so. There's something off about you anyway. Might be brain rot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dead high priest to see to. Slowly. Lorgan was a good man, if naive. He deserved better. One of the refugees killed him. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Lorgan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and...
Excellent choice. I've got a long road ahead.
Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR. Here lies Sister Shira Klavan, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
bastards run under us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
Kick them all out.
We won't need to. If we do this right, they'll run for the damn hills.
It would be most pleasing to sleep indoors.
Zog said to leave, so we're leaving. End of story.
Ginny, you're scary! What about dribbles? We're gonna see the mummy, the dryad, the Ginny, everything. So don't even think about trying to stop us.
No refugees.
There's trouble.
You want to let those
Why are we getting caught? This is crazy.
You can't get in trouble for sneaking into places as a kid, right? Just wondering.
You don't have the strength to face another 10 day on the road.
My dad said I'm not allowed.
We're angry.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of mind.
Mummy, perhaps an excellent idea. Straight to the source.
to do whatever it takes. Never thought I'd feel sorry for a
Before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
Why don't you find a different delivery service?
Mark my words. If the sword cause careers
on our own.
Yeah, well, this time they weren't feeling polite.
We would never
Let me guess. You need something.
nothing to do with this death. I swear it.
Myself and the kids. Let's move.
Ready by the door. You should do the same.
Still means death. Cream of passion.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
My good lady, I am Will Ravengard. I will not pay to enter my own city.
Ravengard? Ugh, more like the ghastliest tiefling south of Neverwinter. No refugees. It is decreed. Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's decree on extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
Not just yet. State your business.
I'm a herbalist by trade, Sir Fist. My assistants and I were out collecting blooms for that rub rot going around. Oof, nasty business. Contagious.
Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witness ever alert scrying eyes. Ours, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Your peaceful surrender has been noted. You will be transferred to Worms Rock Prison, where you will await further sentencing.
What are you doing? We cannot defeat the brain without that stone.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Hoodwinked these speakers.
A hero at heart. No trouble at all.
You were seen picking a lock. Prison guards are rarely happy to let such behavior slide. They believe you, for now. But
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
violence amongst prisoners is not tolerated. It looks like you're about to learn.
My With haste.
Consider my hackles erased. Death greets us all, but not today. Serene she might seem. She has claws.
Still on my feet.
Forever dauntless.
No better moment.
Blood comes easy these days. Think you could take me on?
No holding back.
You still have time to surrender.
What now? Here we go again.
A hero at heart. No trouble at all.
Looking ahead.
The pride of the gate.
Call and I answer.
Can't give up now.
You're too late. It's over.
By Avernus. Floric.
Will, is that you? What curse has befallen you? No matter. The city, the future, it's done. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Alder Ravengard's husk, empty as a stair. Your father's a tadpole's puppet, Will. Nothing more. He's spoken accusations. Apostasy, conspiracy, sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns.
The hell's with that? Nothing is over. Not while I still draw breath.
I'll give you credit. I'm when the people need a
Father's words.
Indeed. To think I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. And I can only do it with the help of the blade. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry. Keep focused. We can talk once I'm free.
Charmed, I'm sure.
No time to rest.
At your command.
Defender of the people.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
The pride of the gate.
No one stopped me yet.
Defender of the people.
Let us show them how it's done.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Lord Gortash has been expecting your arrival. Please hold a moment.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. your audacity, but it'll be the death of you. Ketheric had an army of corpses and a crumbling tower. I have a city and an army of steel. It will be better for us both to resolve our differences amicably. And I have the perfect venue for a face-to-face meeting. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
We went through all that trouble to get...
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
I don't know, dear. I don't know.
Better?
All we...
I
Just be
only
patient.
saved you this time.
I used to believe that first love was unable to be surpassed.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Keep focused. We can talk once I'm free. This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out.
It's the least we could do. Your faith in this city should inspire us all.
I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
What's going on?
There's something.
If it isn't little... Straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. Correct your tone, citizen.
Dearest Patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, but a moment. The Blade of Frontiers graces our halls, and is wearing his devilish best.
My father. He's here.
My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I, together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the three are united. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Orin is unreliable. This one shows promise. She keeps her word, I keep mine. We will rule as one. Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
An imposter? But who in the hell's...
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would... And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son. Unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming ray.
Ravengard hasn't given up yet. His true self is still in there and could yet be saved.
Have we finished then? help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
The Duke wants to keep Floric's location a secret. Little does he know that you've already found and freed her.
Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. And do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people, the right people.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? A little too eager for my liking. Well, we'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
No distractions, please.
Hells, not this again.
The brain is resisting its masters. Gortash was right. Without all three stones to